Welcome back to the podcast. And my dear friend Martin, Chef Martin, how are you?
Very good. How are you?
Good. I'm sporting my Vienna sweatshirt today. I've worn
Yeah,
this.
I
It's
always dress
fantastic.
up for you, only the finest for you.
I know. I
I'm
don't
in
think
Vienna. I gotta dress up. I'm in Vienna. What can I say?
I had the Vienna sweatshirt, but I never wore it in Vienna. I only wore it when I traveled home. I did. I always dressed up in Vienna too. I was a little self-conscious. Um, but today we want to talk about culinary healing. And this is a term that we came up with because we started a group, and the group is all about healing in doing habits, but especially around the art and science of culinary healing and using your incredible skills in food, and me giving a little bit of the science on how to help people heal. So I'd love to dive a little deeper into your culinary healing journey. And if people are interested in the group, I'll put the link below. And but please, how did you even understand that food could actually be healing? What is your journey?
Well, the beginning is actually quite interesting because it was coincidental that somebody opened a health resort right next to where I grew up. So that was
Mm,
Wilfinger, Roman Wilfinger. He opened a health resort, and this is now back in 76. Nobody knew about this. Nobody knew what he's going to do about it. And I heard about it when I was very, very young, right? So I was like 9 years old. And so everybody's like, wow, or these people come from Vienna and he's going walking with them in the woods. Crazy enough, right? You got to think like 50 years back, he took them into the nearby woods, forest, and there was a lot of moss. It's a moss forest area. It's just carpeted with moss, okay?
uh-huh.
And he built a trail through that through that area there. And all
Wow.
the farmers thought it was totally crazy to do that. Now you all know, well, you should walk barefoot in moss and you should walk in grass and connect and the minerals and whatnot, right? So just as far as like awareness and everything, it's a great thing to spend time. I'm not making any health claims there, right? But he
But
was
there
so
are
far
health
ahead of
claims.
his time.
Oh yeah, good stuff
Yeah,
happens.
it is,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the breathing in the forest, right? So you got to
Mm.
imagine he took all these people from Vienna, stressed out, completely destroyed from their workload and businesses, and here I am, a 9-year-old kid, and I hear this snickering sort of like farmers. Why they should be working something? These Viennese people. Why don't they come and work and help us cut down trees or something?
Oh wow.
But the
Okay.
reality was, for me, it resonated differently,
Wow.
right? And so in this more and more information came out what he was doing. I learned that he worked through Hildegard from Bingen, this kind of like ancient healing traditions.
Hmm.
And so he had tremendous success, right? People lose their weights, and it was really like all around. People are walking through these areas there, and they're enjoying themselves, they're engaging others, they're talking to everybody. Everybody was happy, right? And this was
Hmm.
unheard of in those days.
Yeah,
So yeah,
absolutely. Okay.
that was
So
that was the kickstart.
so that was your kickstart, and then you went into the culinary arts and started going from there, and you had additional experience. Was there a personal experience that really moved you into diving deeper into the science of using food as medicine?
Yeah. So for me, it was like this. I was working for Wilfinger for 3 years and then another 2 years in the health business, if you will, right? And then I switched over to high-end cuisine.
Mm.
Eventually, I ended up with Wolfgang Puck in San Francisco.
Wow.
And so then all of a sudden you have a new direction, right? So now it's all high-end food and just the best of the best, the most expensive, and just that world, right?
Yeah.
And at the time, my father-in-law had a massive heart attack. Now father-in-law, back then it was my girlfriend, right? But
Carolyn. Hi, Carolyn.
I had always kept my interest in it, right? So
Yes.
I was always fascinated with
Uh,
the health food. And so I'd seen Dr. Dean Ornish and I knew a little bit about it. And so we all talked about it. And John McKillop actually went on the diet
okay.
without doing triple bypass surgery. He's supposed to have triple bypass surgery at that stage.
Wow.
He went up to the Cleveland Clinic. Back then, Esselstyn was there as well. He didn't speak to Esselstyn himself, but he his doctors advised him, you can give this diet a try if you like this lifestyle, right? It's a whole
Mm-hmm.
lifestyle project. And so he decided against triple bypass surgery.
Okay.
One of the
So,
few to do it. I'm not trying to advise this to anybody, right? This is
right.
just his personal decision.
Yeah.
And but he was very strict, no stress, right? So he gave up a
Mm,
whole host of things. He changed his diet entirely. He
mm,
followed the full-on program of relaxation, meditation, gentle sport, and all these kind of things that come with it.
mm-hmm.
Now he is 82 years old. He has outlived the average American life expectancy.
Mm-hmm.
And again, never had another heart attack, so it's
Wow.
working. It's
And
working for sure.
he's staying true to that way of eating and living.
So I wouldn't say 100%, right? So for 2 years he was 100%, like not a drop of oil or anything, right? He was super
Okay.
strict with himself, gave
Yeah.
up golf because that stressed him out and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
And then gradually here and there on the weekends, you go out a little bit and so on. The last 15 years, we have gone on vacations. He'll eat a fish. He'll have a little oil here and there, like when it's just on the dish when you go to these nice restaurants, right?
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah.
So he doesn't really make, but he's always normally, I would say, 97% or something like that, maybe
Right.
uh,
Okay.
or
Gotcha.
95%, something like that.
So he was working following the Dean Ornish protocol of eating, plant forward diet, high fiber. Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn, who wrote the book To Prevent Reverse Heart Disease. Do you want to share your experience with the Esselstyns and what that looks like?
So now we're fast forwarding a couple of years. I think what I wanted to say in between, so listeners understand actually what I'm talking about, is that I had stuck with the high-end cuisine. I'm cooking now Kobe beef and whatever for 20 years almost or something, right? So I was
Right.
in really high-end restaurants with master sommeliers, and the current number one restaurateur actually was there as well, Bobby Stuckey,
Wow.
and so it was very fascinating. But eventually in 2009, I had opened two restaurants same time, and then I found myself severely overweight. I was like
Mm,
200, over 220 pounds.
okay.
I must have had pre-diabetes. I must have had, I couldn't think straight, brain fog, all these kind of symptoms, that comes with sugar spikes and whatnot.
Yeah.
And and then after the second restaurant, I did it for 1 year, and then I was like, you know what? I got to change my life. And
Yeah.
the first thing I thought about was, of course, my forward cuisine from Austria and Dean Warnish, right?
Mm,
So I thought like, okay, I made a really hard break. I gave up my prestigious job from Syzygy restaurant. I mean, this was really high-end job in Aspen, right?
wow.
And I opened a tiny, tiny, tiny restaurant
Yes.
with 40 seats, and everybody thought like I was crazy. Like all my friends were like, well, what are you doing? You're giving away the best job in the world, right?
Right.
And I was like, nope, life is too short. You can't do it. You
Yeah.
got to make decisions in life. So that was my big decision. And then I got to know a whole host of doctors. As soon as I opened, a new door opened on the other side, where I
Mm-hmm.
was like, whoa, all of a sudden everybody comes to Aspen. They raise funds. They get to know everybody. Dean Ornish is there all the time. I never got to meet him, funny enough, right? But the Esselstyns were there a lot, And so to come back to your question now, right? So Anne Esselstyn was there, and they both were there, and I got to know them over a whole host of different events we are doing. I think one you were there as well,
Yep.
right? Dr.
Yep.
Greg
Yep.
Flansinger was there, whole group of doctors, of course. And then we did at one stage a 7 or 6 course meal. I was not allowed to serve any seats. I remember that.
Yes.
But I got to sit with Carvel Esselstyn. It was really cool, right?
Yeah.
And then Anne Esselstyn, she's a riot, right?
Oh my.
Anne Esselstyn, she's
Tons of
awesome.
energy. Tons of
And
energy.
so she goes like, "Well, Martin, do you want to like write a recipe for me?" And I'm like, "Well, sure, I'll be honored, right? Because I mean, she's a pioneer, right?" And so I send a recipe, and the next thing I know is, and I have it right here, I got a recipe in preventing reverse heart disease
Oh my
from
goodness. That's
Anne
awesome.
Esselstyn. How cool is that, right?
Which one is your recipe? Just out of
It's a
curiosity.
chickpea. It's a chickpea ragu. I think it got like 30 ingredients or something
Okay.
crazy.
So it's the
Or the
chickpea ragu one.
spices.
Oh wow, that's incredible.
Chickpea ragu, but we got nice reviews, and she gave me a really nice. Normally, when I use anyone's recipe, I have to adopt it, but this is not true of anything Chef Martin does.
Oh
So
my gosh. Okay. That is awesome. That is pretty
that's awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
Yes. So this was the Pyramid Bistro, which my
Yes.
family, because we didn't live too far, we would come and frequent as much as possible. And we met the night that Dr. Feinsinger had an event, and he set us next to the Esselstyn. So that's where I met. And then that's where the same night I met you and
Exactly.
heard your
Those, yeah.
story. And then it was like, it's all history after that. It's just like, we did all sorts of stuff together. Um, do we want to talk about our little hospital science project that we
Yeah,
did?
please. Yeah. I think
So
so. I think that's a really good one.
yeah, so I lived in, well, not in Rifle, Colorado's, but I lived outside of it. And so Martin lived about was that about 60 miles from Aspen, Rifle-ish, somewhere in there, 70,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
60, 70. And I lived around 15 minutes away or so. So we'd come together. I worked at the hospital called Grand River in Rifle, Colorado, and we took 30 employees. I actually got our CEO to agree to this. Much, much. I even had to speak to lawyers, believe it or not, where we shared and gave them healing, amazing foods. Right? You went and worked with the kitchen staff inside the hospital, and we took before and after labs, and I think we had 33 people. So they were responsible for dinner, but we gave them guardrails on or breakfast, I mean, what they would eat. We gave them lunch and dinner. We brought it to them. The kitchen staff made it weekly. We delivered it, and we had pre and post biometrics. So we saw a cholesterol drop. We saw 5 people go from pre-diabetic to normal blood sugars. We had, I think, upwards of 20-pound weight loss in some of the players. And it was just incredible how quickly people could pivot their health, right, in just a matter of 30 days by eating healthy, you know, plant forward eating. And so I think that's the really key here is this is just moving in that direction of eating more fiber and eating more of these polyphenols and these amazing vitamins and micronutrients. There's going to be a lot that you can gain health wise, micronutrients. Um, which brings me to a little challenge for you, Martin.
All
Are
right.
you okay?
Bring it on.
So we got this box and it's called Your
Oh
Farm
no.
Box. Yep. So
Oh
it's
no.
Yep. Let's
Hey.
see. Well, I don't know. You're just going to tell me what to do with all this produce that I just got. So I'm going to share what the produce is. But this is, I'll put a link below. Farm Fresh to You. It's an
This is like one of
organic.
those chef shows that chopped or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm getting chopped here. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, no, but what I'm gonna do is every week I get one of these, I'm gonna have you tell me what to do. So I'll actually be working, well, I might have my husband help me, to be honest. But I will be in there and my husband there. We're gonna take whatever you tell us, an additional, if there's other things we need to add, we will. This box of this incredible vegetables and fruit here that I have in front of me and tell me what to make with it. And then I'm gonna share with you guys the results. And so the first thing we got was this really awesome rainbow chard. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, so there's rainbow chard. I'm gonna put this back in here.
Nice. I love
Rainbow
it.
chard. Then I've got green onions, nice green
Okay.
onions. Then I've got one artichoke, and it's about the size of my fist. One little I've never cooked artichoke, by the way. I've used canned, but I've never actually.
Good luck.
This is going to be really. Oh boy, great. Yeah. So
Let Pat do it. Let Pat deal with it.
I'm
That's
a
what I
little
say.
nervous about the artichoke, and then
Ah!
I got this big bunch of spinach right here. That looks actually really good. And then we've got some fresh herbs. We've got some cilantro. I love cilantro. That is a lot of cilantro. And I got all these cool carrots. Look at these guys. Wow, those look good. They smell, well, they smell good. And then I've got a bag of, looks like 7 little, what are those? Golden potatoes? What does it just say?
You're cooking for your whole family here. What are we doing?
Yeah, it'll be, there's up to 4 of us, but it could be just me. It could be Pat and me. It could be whomever. But we're all going to try it. These are yellow fin potatoes, all organic. And then we have 3 apples. I think there were 4, but Pat ate one before I had to steal the box away from him. So there's ambrosia apples. Oh, and a gala apple. Oh yeah, so I have 2. Well, I did have, which one are these? I can't read, it's too far. But anyway, I did have 4 apples, but now I only have 3 because Pat ate one. I will rescue the box before he eats the next one. And then I got 2 um green d'Anjou. Is that how you say it? D'Anjou pears.
Are they ready yet? Are they ripe? Or
Yeah, there's a decent softness to them. I think so.
okay. All right.
If not, well, I'll find out. So
All
there it
right.
is. So potatoes, apples, pears, carrots, cilantro, spinach, artichoke, green onion, and rainbow chard. What do I do with that? He's
I
like,
think
oh no.
you tackled the first one, the artichoke for us. So there's actually a video
Okay.
on. I have one on Substack. I'm not sure if you have it in the group. You know what? I may have it in the group. I
Okay.
may have it. Yeah,
What do I do? I just
a
look up what's
instruction video how to do the artichoke. So maybe back goes the
okay.
first and checks that out.
Okay, so video with the artichoke. Okay, got it. On Substack
So
and in our culinary healing group, which you guys, if you guys
I,
want to meet with us live and learn, the link is below. It's an awesome community and we're talking about all sorts of good stuff. But okay, so I'm going to watch the video and learn how to cook. I'm cooking the artichoke. Okay,
I think that would be because it's your larger job, so you actually would sort of want to focus, right?
do that one
So the
first. Okay.
question is then more, do we make an entree out of this? Do we make a bowl? Do you want a soup and bowl, or you have your heart set on something? Do you want a soup? Do you want an appetizer, or we're just dealing with
You tell me what you
a
think
bowl?
would be the most tasty and not too overwhelming for someone like myself. Why don't we start whatever you think?
I would say get the carrots and get the
Okay.
Swiss chard. Take the Swiss chard there.
Okay, Swiss chard.
Take one of the Swiss chard.
Uh-huh.
No, no, take it in your hand.
Oh, take it in my hand. Oh, I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Hold on.
You know how to take that stem off by any chance, the leaves? Take one of
So
those boys out. Yeah.
let me pull it out.
Mm.
Hold on, it's tightened pretty tight. Okay, so I'm unloosening. Oh gosh. All right. Here's a nice one. Oh, it's as big as my head.
So,
Okay.
so normally, by the way, this makes a really great wrap, by the way, right? So you could,
Oh,
for example, use this whole leaf if you show
yeah.
the
Yeah.
listeners again.
The
And so if you
leaf.
have any leftover, let's say you have a couscous or a barley leftover, a kamut or any kind of grain, you
Okay.
mix it up with some other leftovers, chop it up,
Okay.
and then you roll it up just like a sushi roll. And you
Okay.
eat it like you can eat like a sandwich or like just like a sushi roll.
Like a
Okay.
wrap. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a great way to do it. But in this case, I would suggest we just do like some sort of like a bowl system, so everybody can grab what they like. Okay.
Okay.
So all you
Bowl
do is
system.
you take off the stem here. You hold the leaf together, the two leaves, you flap them
Okay.
together.
Flap
Yeah,
them
and now you're
together
just ripping down there. Yeah, that's it.
like
There we go.
this.
And you just rip along here. There you go. Wow. All right. So
Hey, I'm an
now we're in
expert.
business.
Okay, so
So
now I have this.
we want to still wash all of this, okay?
Yes, I will wash it. Okay.
But here's what you're gonna do. The
Okay.
stems, because I don't want to overwhelm you, right? So I could like do 7 different pots, but we sort of want to make this in 2, 3 pots or something, right?
2 or 3 pots will work. Yes.
So the
I'm
stem that
scared.
you have in your hand here,
Yes, the stem.
you cut that into little pieces. So cut like strips out of it, and then you
Okay.
cut it sideways. You cut little dice out, little dice of it.
Like
The
like
smaller the
strips.
better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cut and dice.
Cut
Okay.
it lengthwise, dice it up.
Cut cut length and dice it up. So I'm cutting the stem down the middle and then I'm going to dice it. Okay. Got it.
And you basically have two ways because you want to simplify it. You could, for example, put the Swiss chard with the carrots. So you can
Okay.
cut the carrots into coins and the
Coins.
Swiss chard, and
Okay.
you combine the two of them in a pot. So you put like a little spice underneath there. You could use like a little, let's say, let's say a little coriander, ground coriander,
Coriander.
and you put the star anise in there. I really love
Star
star anise
anise.
in Swiss chard, but it goes
Star
really
anise.
great with the carrot as well. Star
Okay.
anise,
Okay.
cinnamon,
Cinnamon.
those three spices. Okay. So you put
Okay.
it all in a pot,
Put in a
dry
pot.
the spices first dry, and just a minute to toast it so to release the flavor.
So they're dry and I'm just
Yeah,
how much spice would you say? Do I just put like a pinch or a little
exactly.
more? Okay.
Two
So
pinches.
so a couple pinches of coriander, the star anise, and the cinnamon, and then I'm just gonna put it in the bottom of a dry pot and let it
Yeah,
do its thing on medium heat.
yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna smell within a minute or two. I have a
Oh.
video coming out on that, how exactly to do that, by the way. Intuitive cooking. It's
So
gonna
what
be
we're
awesome. It's a really good
so
video.
this is what we're talking about is intuitive cooking. So I'm learning through you what to do. Like, why would I choose these spices, these particular spices, would you say? Like the cinnamon and
Because they're gonna counterpoint the other thing we're gonna create. So we're gonna have a potato that you can steam simple, right?
okay.
But when you eat the potato with that ingredient, with the carrot is rich and sweet,
Yeah.
right? So you want to go back and forth. So you want to have one time something rich, spicy, and spiced and
Uh-huh.
sweet,
Okay.
and then you have the potato, and the potato gives your palate rest because you need to
Oh.
rest between bites, right? You play back and forth.
Okay. What, you mean you
If
just don't
everything
spice it,
tastes the
spice it,
same, it's
spice
really
it?
boring. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
this is really easy now. Okay, so you
Okay.
just cook the spices. Now you
Okay.
put in the carrots cut in coins, not too
Okay.
thick, like just like coins, okay?
Put in
And you
carrots.
put the
Okay.
stems in there.
Okay. And stems. Okay.
And now if you had like I actually cook them with all sorts of juices I experiment with, but you can just do a little lemon juice and water and just steam them like that.
So
So it'll
lemon
take,
juice.
depending how thick you cut the coins, it's maybe 7 minutes.
Okay, so lemon juice and water. And
Yeah.
do I cover the little carrots and
No,
the
you don't,
stems?
just a little
A
bit
little.
water. If you
A
have a
little.
lid, you can put a lid on, or you just
Okay.
steam them right there.
Steaming it.
And
Okay.
and the stems of the Swiss chard.
And stems of Swiss chard. Got it. For 7 minutes
But the
ish.
stems of the Swiss chard can be, so depending how the carrot, right? If the carrot is nice and sweet, you're good. But
Yeah.
if the Swiss chard is bitter and the carrots are a little bitter, they sometimes can be a little bit bitter too.
Yeah.
Then what you do is you could either add one pear, dice it up. That's maybe your best choice. Like
One pair.
just dice it a little bit pear up.
Okay.
When you go to Southern cooking, for example, right? I love Southern food. You know what they do? They
Yeah.
put orange juice and brown sugar with carrots, right?
Hmm.
That's a
Okay.
classic one, right? And then lots of
Okay.
butter and cinnamon and right? So we're going to use the same, but a sweetener we use the pear. Just dice it up
Okay.
a little bit. Okay, that's your sweetener. No brown sugar, but just a little pear. Okay, we
Do
can
I
just
do
set it
this
to like that.
after and I do this after I've steamed
You
the
can just do it
coins?
all in one step so don't get confused.
Got it. Okay. So I'm
So the
putting this
pears
all
can break
together.
down a little bit. That's fine. It forms a little bit from the pectin, a little sauce. Yeah.
Okay.
So now you can add a little bit more liquid to it. If you have veggie stock at that stage, it's better. Okay.
Okay.
And then you cut your Swiss chard, the green part,
Uh-huh.
and you steam that into it.
Okay. So I just lay it on top and cut.
You lay it on top. If you have a lid, put a lid on there and steam it no longer like 3 minutes. You just want to like steam it down, but don't lose the color.
Okay. Okay. So don't lose the color. Make it a little brighter. It'll get a little
Bright
brighter.
green. Yeah. Mm.
Steam for 3 minutes max. Okay. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. And we're gonna actually maybe form. No, we can leave that veggie just as is, and we're gonna make
Okay.
a spinach sauce.
Ooh, spinach sauce. Okay. Now we start the
Spinach
spinach
sauce.
sauce. Okay.
So if you have a regular onion shallot, normally is what you would use, but you can
Uh-huh.
also use a little bit of the white part from the
Like
onion
onion.
there.
So use the little bulb area like this
Yeah, exactly. You just cut a couple inches there
here.
and chop that up roughly.
Okay.
Okay.
Chop green onion.
And so now we're gonna make a nice fresh spinach sauce with this. It's gonna be wonderful. All you're
Okay.
doing is you're toasting that, put a little fennel seed with that.
Fennel seed. Okay.
If you have or a ground fennel or fennel is always good with that.
Okay.
Okay. And then the white parts of the onion goes in there.
Okay.
And then you cook that enough so you get the flavor out of the fennel, right? And then you do the same process. You put the veggie stock in there and the spinach, and you boil it down. That
Okay.
should take no longer than 3 5 minutes, just so the spinach wilts.
Okay.
Okay.
Wilted spinach.
If you
Okay.
have cashew butter, that would be good. Do you have any nut butter at home?
I
Anything?
have,
Or
I think I
any?
have almond butter and a peanut butter, and I can get a cashew
Okay,
butter.
done. So all we need is, so if you have cashew butter, you can put 2 tablespoons of cashew butter in there, or you can put almond butter in there, or a little plant yogurt in there at the end. You do this at the end. I'm just trying to figure out what you got, right? So, okay,
At the
so
end.
so
Okay.
that we don't lose anybody here. We have the white parts of the green onion there.
Yep, we have the green
We
onion.
have the spinach that we're cooking down for 3 to 5 minutes.
3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yes.
We have a fennel spice in there. We put a little chili in there, a little black pepper.
Okay.
I
Chili,
do a
black
lot
pepper.
now with miso as well. So it
I have
depends then up
miso.
to you. But yeah.
I
So
have
so
white
here's how we're
miso.
gonna do the sauce then. You just puree the sauce with an
Okay.
immersion blender. You have an immersion blender?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Puree the
Okay. I hope
sauce.
everybody can follow that, right?
So basically,
Puree it. Yeah.
puree it. Yep. So I'm
And
pureeing the
then
spinach, the all this and the green onion, the fennel, the little chili, the black pepper, the veggie stock. I've wilted it down. I've added a little bit of cashew butter, and now I'm pureeing the sauce.
correct.
Okay.
And then as soon as it's pureed, spinach, you add 2 tablespoons of cashew butter in there, or almond
Oh.
butter, or plant butter.
So that butter goes in after the puree.
Yes, always.
Oh, okay. Why would you do that? What's the difference?
So first off, the nutrients, right? So when I try to cook this way, right? It doesn't always work this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes reality kicks over, but just like miso, right? Miso, if it gets too hot, you lose all the probiotics there, right?
I
So I
see.
always stir this in at the end if I can, right? So I take it off the heat already. My
Okay.
spinach sauce is finished.
Okay.
And in classic cooking, you use butter. You put at the end, you put the butter in and you stir it. And you're doing the same thing. You just put the little cashew butter in there, and now you stir it
Okay.
together. You get
Okay.
it rich,
Got it.
crazy creaminess. Yeah,
Okay. Cool. So now I have my veggies that I've made, right? So I have my artichoke is doing its cooking thing. I've done my carrots and Swiss chard. I've added those spices. I've added a little pear to add that sweetness to balance the bitterness. Wow, I feel like I'm talking pretty smart. And then I'm creating my spinach sauce out of onions and, excuse me, and a little fennel seed and chili, and I'm blending that up here in a matter and adding some cashew butter at the end. So I have these veggies and I have this delicious spinach sauce. I'm already mouth watering. And now what's next? That's pretty. The
So,
potatoes?
so, so just to not get too confused, right? So
Yeah.
there's only two pots on the stove, right? Because
Yes.
it sounds like a lot when you say it that way, but in
Yeah.
reality, you have only two pots on the stove.
Yeah.
And all
Yeah.
we're doing is we're cooking carrots with the Swiss chard,
Yep.
and we are on the other side, we're cooking the spinach to make a
Yep.
green sauce.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Easy peasy.
That's it.
Now you can choose then to bake the potatoes, you can boil the potatoes, it's up to you. I would do something very simple at this stage because you're busy with the artichoke and everything, right?
Okay.
So I would just say keep that super simple.
Okay.
Uh, I have done, if I'm in a pinch like this, you have only one artichoke. You can cook the artichoke with the potatoes. If the potatoes are
Okay.
super clean, you could do it.
Okay. I can
Okay.
do that then.
Yeah.
So I'll cook
You,
it with the
the,
potatoes. How
yeah.
do I do that? Tell me what to do with this artichoke. What do I
We'll have to
do?
take the leaves off, the lower leaves there. You
So,
don't poke yourself on the top. So normally you see where you have your finger on top there. No, the other side. Yeah. That has some pokey stuff in there sometimes, right?
oh,
So
nothing
you
right
want to either
now.
cut them with a scissor or you can
Okay.
cut an inch and a half away with a knife, with a
Just on the
serrated knife.
top.
Yep.
And I'll put
I
that in my
show it in my video.
compost. Okay, so I'll chop off this. I didn't realize. I'm glad I didn't poke myself. So I will cut
Mhm.
off here and
A little
then
bit
I
more,
have
a little bit more.
right here.
So where you cut it off to where you see the yellow white part,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Where it's
you
kind of
cut straight
yellowish.
down. If you watch my video, I show it really nicely. I do two of them and it's real nice.
Okay.
So then the second step after you do that, on the lower part of it, yep, you
Uh-huh.
take the leaves off. You can already take some off. Yep. And you
Okay.
go all the way around and you take them off.
Okay, so I'm just taking off these artichoke leaves as I go around. Okay. And how far do I go?
Oh,
Oh,
you
it's
keep going.
really?
We'll be here
Okay.
all night long. So,
All right. So, all right. When do you know you're
so you
done?
want to get down to where you see then the yellow leaves.
Oh, I
Typically, when
see.
you can break them with your fingernail, you know it's soft enough to start eating there.
Oh, I think I'm getting there, right, huh?
Yeah, a
This
little bit
part.
more, a little bit more. Yeah, you have to do like maybe one more loop around it.
Okay. So I'm making the
I
loop.
don't know if you want to.
Yeah, oh, like there? Like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
yellow
yeah,
part?
yeah, exactly. Now we're talking, right?
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
So you
Okay.
do just a couple more.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about it. Maybe one more. And so now you can go on the other side, then you cut the top off.
Yep.
Okay. And
Well, it's
then the
kind of like a
stem.
rose. Looks like a
Oh,
rose.
it's beautiful. I love it.
Now, now the
And the
stem.
stem, you're using a paring knife and you're peeling it all around. No, no.
Peeling it.
Yeah, or you can, I never use the potato peeler. You just use a paring knife and you just
Uh-huh.
trim it around it.
Okay, like you're peeling a potato with a knife, but using
Exactly.
a paring knife. Okay.
And
And
you
I'm
see
gonna
little
keep the
strings
stem.
attached and you sort of want to clean it up.
Okay. So I'm actually keeping the stem. I'm going to be using the stem.
Oh, the stem is delicious. It's really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
All
cut the
right.
brown part off on the bottom.
Yep, I'll cut that off and trim it up. Okay.
Yeah. And so you probably have to peel a little bit more off and
Okay.
then also the dark green parts on the bottom, you have to peel those as well.
All this
Or
here.
use a
Okay.
paring knife. Anything that looks hard, it's hard to the palate, you want to cut
Okay.
off. Okay.
So we'll cut that off.
So
Okay.
then you have two choices. Do you have a lemon at home?
I
A
do.
lemon,
I have a lemon.
you do?
Uh-huh.
So I always put like a little lemon juice in my bowl first, and then
Okay.
I cut the artichoke open through the middle.
Okay. Chop it down the middle.
And this artichoke looks like it's right in between. You probably have to take a little bit of fuzzy stuff out in the center then. You're gonna see little hairs and you have to take that out.
Okay, so remove
Yeah.
the fuzzy. I gotta write that down. Remove
But
artichoke
baby
fuzzies.
artichokes, you don't have to do it. But large artichokes, you have to actually scoop it up with a spoon.
Okay,
You
so I'm
scoop it
removing
up.
fuzzies off of mature. Um,
Yeah.
well, I'll let you know what's inside when I get it open. Okay.
That's the heart. The heart is waiting for you.
Oh, there's a heart in here for me. Okay.
So we have
Okay.
done in many different ways. So the Italians, for example, grilling is a fantastic way to do it, right? But I know
Uh-huh.
everybody now has to put the grill aside. So, with one artichoke, you can steam it by itself. If you have clean potatoes, you can drop it in it's an
Potatoes.
emergency thing, right? Where you do it that style.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, right. You cook it until you can break a knife through it.
Okay. Cook with,
Yeah,
so I can just throw it in the, like if I'm boiling the potatoes, let's say, and I'm gonna
yeah.
drop this in after I've cut it in half and removed any fuzzies, just the
I
two
mean, do you have a
halves.
potato steamer? Do you have a steamer?
Um, I do have a steamer,
That's
a
how you
double
really want to
boiler.
do it, right? Yeah.
Okay.
If you,
Okay.
so even like your potatoes, you just steam them. They
Okay.
cook probably faster if you steam them, right?
Okay, so I'll put the potatoes and the artichoke together in a steamer, like a
Yeah,
double boiler type
you can
thing.
do that for sure. You make sure you have a good lid, and then you can just steam them that way.
Okay. Plus artichoke. And so now I'm just waiting till I can use a fork to poke through, like poke it
Yeah,
softly.
a little knife on the side. You go always through the thickest part,
Okay.
and you'll feel when it's soft, right? If it has a lot of resistance, it's not done yet.
Okay. Okay.
We
How
used to
long does
make
it?
them by the case load. We had like every day we had to clean a case of them.
Oh my gosh.
So
Okay.
professional chefs, they just cut around it. You just go like this with a knife. You go cha 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 cha, and the
Just
next one,
like
and the
this.
next one.
Wow. Okay. You don't even break off the leaves, you're just chopping them off.
Yeah, you have to chop up because there's no time. I mean, you cannot
Wow.
clean 30 artichokes in 30 minutes. You have to do it,
Wow.
and
Okay.
cook it and do other stuff too.
Okay.
So anyhow,
Cool.
so we got our artichoke cooking now. We got the potatoes steaming.
Yep.
You may want to have him put that on first. So with the time wise, so you don't
Mm.
fall behind or it's just
Yep.
stress free.
Yep.
And just check that maybe after 20, 30 minutes, depending how large your potatoes are. Okay.
Okay. They're not very
I
big.
would let
They're
that sit in a little bit and peel the potatoes and keep the potatoes, just cut them in half. They look beautiful, right? They're really nice.
Do I leave the skins on or do I peel them?
I would leave the skin on for
Yeah,
sure.
because they're tiny. Okay, so yeah, there's like two of them will make one fist. Two will make one fist. Okay, so
You're
there's
four
seven of them.
people, or yeah,
Huh?
you're four people of you, or
Well,
two today.
well, we'll all be trying it. So it's not
Okay.
gonna be, if it's a full meal for one or two people, great, but we'll all try it. Yeah, we'll make all
So
potatoes.
I'm gonna leave it up to Pat then, in case wants to get ambitious. A
He will.
little a little nice is also when you bake them, right? But for a lot of
Oh,
people, it's just too much work or something. I'm
okay.
like, look, it's not much effort as a dish by itself. If you make that spinach really nice and creamy with the cashew butter,
Yeah.
if it's nice and rich, then you stick that potato into that spinach sauce and you scoop it up and it's just
Oh,
delicious, right? That's really
wow.
nice, right? And then you
Okay.
have the Swiss chard to eat in the middle, right?
Okay.
So all that works so well for you, right?
Okay.
So I think that's so now though the green onions we can slice a little bit on the side and we sprinkle that around on our potatoes a little bit,
Okay.
right? And
Okay.
maybe twist a little bit more of the almond butter around so you have a little, it's nice and twist. And then maybe we need some acid, so you're gonna need either like a balsamic drizzle or
Stomach drizzle.
pomegranate or lemon juice or some acidity, right?
Okay.
So we have the
So,
sweetness covered from the pear.
uh-huh.
We have acid from the lemon.
Yeah.
You can also grind a little bit of the lemon zest in that Swiss chard, for example. Okay.
Okay. Grind lemon
Swiss chard and
zest.
carrot combo. It's always
Uh-huh.
nice.
And carrot combo. Okay.
and the boiled potatoes. And it's a super simple dish, right?
Okay.
It, Potatoes you can cook as crazy as you want, but I think if you want to just do something quick and easy, that's a good way to go.
So I can just go ahead on
We
step
have four
four,
apples left, right? So you got to
three.
bake the apples and stuff them Austrian style.
Oh, well,
Somebody
okay.
has to share.
There's three. Yeah, someone's gonna have to share because Pat ate his. Well, he doesn't get one because he already ate the apple. So now we have. I'm very excited about the apples. I loved baked apples. So tell me how to do it Austrian style.
I don't know if you have a core, but you can use a
I
knife and you just cut the middle out of it, right? So the
okay.
core,
Core
okay.
the apples. Uh-huh.
And but you got to core it like tupper because you want a nice, good stuffing in there, right?
Okay.
So then it's sort of up to you. If you have oatmeal at home,
I
you want
do.
to moisten that maybe a little bit first with some almond milk or something like that,
Okay.
or
I have soy
oat
milk.
milk or anything you may have.
I have soy milk.
I
Okay.
have the choke berries at home now. I use them in place of raisins.
I have
So if
raisins.
you
I
have
don't have
any,
chokeberries. I have raisins.
you have raisins or you have anything else,
I have
any
some
other cool blueberries,
I
acai
have
berries. So
blueberries. I have blueberries. I don't have dried
yeah,
blueberries. I just have
yeah,
raisins. I have some fresh blueberries, frozen blueberries. I have a dragon fruit, banana. Um,
yeah.
that's
Well,
about
look,
it.
any of that will work. I would say the blueberries is an interesting choice, right? For change,
Okay.
if you have pecans,
I
if you have
do.
like pecans and you have blueberries and you have oat, a
Yep.
little oat milk
Yep.
and a little vanilla. And
Okay.
again, a little bit, you need a little richness. So you're gonna either have to use like a little almond butter or some little butter thing, right?
Okay.
Just to get enough.
Cashew or almond butter.
So depending how dry your blueberries are, maybe put a little raisin in there too, or so, just taste it. And then of course, always the number one oric food there is, which is clove. Clove has the highest rating of all antioxidants.
Which one?
So
What is it?
clove,
Oh,
clove.
clove. Oh,
Yeah.
cloves. Okay. Oh, yes. I remember you
So I
saying that.
love clove now. I've rediscovered clove now. It's so good.
Okay. So I just put a little
Yeah.
clove in there as well.
A little bit, be careful, a little goes a long way, right? So just a little bit.
Tiny. Yes, that's a very strong spice.
Of course,
Tiny
cinnamon,
amount.
right?
Cinnamon.
You can go
Okay.
crazy for a little lemon zest, orange zest, something like that is always good. It's always good to put a little lemon squeeze in there as well, right?
Okay. Orange
And now
juice.
we're just baking that apple, right? I don't know your oven, however it may take you 30
350?
minutes. Hmm?
350. What do you say? Like at
Three,
350-ish?
350.
Okay. Fahrenheit. Got it. And
And so
so,
you're stuffing the apples with the oatmeal,
okay.
okay? And I
Okay.
would even start that maybe, well, as you prep, you'll have time in between, and then you just do that apple. But you want
Gotcha.
to do it also early so you don't have to. Honestly, I would probably do the apple first, and then you
Okay.
can cook in peace your entree. And by the time you have
Okay.
your entree cooked, you're gonna look in the oven, it's gonna be like, oh, that looks good, right? You're gonna
Smell
smell
it.
it and everything, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And so you can take it out and you can sit aside a little bit.
Okay.
It's good when it rests a little bit. The pectin is there, the apple like cooks down a little bit, right?
Okay.
You don't want to do it the other way where the apple is too raw. That's not good,
Mm,
right? So
okay.
just cook it long enough, cook it, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes or whatever, right? But
Okay.
cook it long enough to where it really like is nice to eat and like
Yeah.
caramel almost.
Yeah.
Cinnamon.
I'm already literally like, okay. I'm okay. Wow. So we've just used up, and I've learned how to cook all this amazing stuff. So we've used up all these amazing vegetables. The boys are going to be all trying to steal my food, and I'll be like, "Nuh-uh." Wow. Okay. And then I'm going to share the results, guys. So you definitely need to come follow us on Substack. The Substack links to myself and Martin are in the links. The link to our group, Culinary Healing, is also there. We meet weekly. Martin has an amazing course. He talks about how to start with stress-free cooking, Like there's 3 videos like how to set up your kitchen, how to save time. We're talking about this intuitive cooking. Like you're going to be able to look at a box of vegetables. I don't know how many times I've seen people like, "Oh, I belong to this farmer's market and I get these vegetables and I don't know what to do with them." But you just literally walked me through in just a few minutes how to do this. And now I've learned some skills of I can make us I can make a sauce out of spinach. I can use the stem of the artichoke. Their artichoke's intimidating, but it's not so intimidating now, right? So we have like the Swiss chard. These are some huge things. I mean, so incredible.
I
Thank you,
think what
Martin.
I really am excited about is the latest videos that I'm doing just now,
Mm,
because as supposed to follow these recipes, right? And even like as we talk about it right now, as we just did, it's a
yeah,
little hard to still, well, how is it to
appreciate it.
really mean this? But when you're gonna watch me in the videos, you're gonna see this is really just add a little here, a little there, taste it. It's always tasting, 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 right? And
Yeah,
then you adjust the recipe a little bit, and
yeah,
then you cook it on again, right? So you're
yeah.
always fixing it, and that's the fun part of cooking. That's
Wow.
the most exciting part. Now, you don't want to follow recipe and measure everything out. You want to just like
Right.
cook organic and be
I
it's
consider this you're breaking free from the constraints of a recipe, right? Because people are always like, oh, do you know a good recipe? But I'm like, what if we learn the skill set of how to cook and taste and flavor from you? And we're not going to be tied to a recipe ever again. Like we can literally just take the food in front of us and we're like little Martins. We're going to be like your little army of Martins. And so we're all going to be like able to cook and elevate the experience. One, will cooking will be fun, number one, right? Because it's not stressful, like, oh, I'm out of this. I got to go get this. You just
It's
use
a
what you
total
have.
different world, right? I
Yeah.
feel so sorry for the people who always measure or just even reading these recipes. I mean, I
Yeah.
wrote, I don't know how many recipes here. I mean, it's like my head is burning with recipes, right? And I'm just like, well, why, who cooks this way, right? Why would you want to have to measure it? All you have to do is you do it the other way around. You first learn how intense your spices are,
Yeah.
and then you cook, right? And then you follow easy cooking methods. And I explain that
Oh,
in all
sure.
these videos, one after another. I explain not this is it's always the same method, right?
Right.
The method doesn't change, right? The car just drives in loop all the time. It's always the same loop. That's the mechanics of it. The
Wow.
fun part is the seasoning. That's the creative part, right?
Okay. And this is all in our culinary healing group. So you guys,
It's all in there. I'm super, super excited so far already, so
I'm gonna be
yeah.
taking all this myself. Like it's not just me showing up and doing doctor, like I'm diving into the videos myself and learning all these techniques. I mean, it's just, oh my God, I'm so excited.
I'm gonna see you with a chef's hat here next time when I do something.
Yes, I'm gonna need to get a chef's hat. Ah, that would be fun. I should get a culinary healing chef hat.
Yeah.
Um, and that would be awesome. Okay, I wonder if you can make that. I mean, that's one of those things. Okay, and then you guys can, well, maybe we'll get some little aprons and we'll sell them on the store if people want to partake and buy an apron for our culinary healing. So, um, okay, guys, be on the lookout. This will be my first attempt at intuitive cooking. Well, it may be Patrick and I's first time. He's going to be in the kitchen with me. Maybe the boys too. We'll see. We'll get whomever come in, and this is awesome. We'll put the link also to the place where you can also get this. If I don't know if it's regional or national, but I'll share this with you guys. This is awesome. Thank you,
Oh,
Martin.
make sure those carrots then go on top, so it looks like something. Don't disappoint me on the presentation. I'm gonna be looking. You gotta step way up with that.
Oh my God, I'm feeling so much stress. So this is good because I have to share with people when we were in Vienna like a month or so ago and we ate at Martin's place, right? At his house with just his beautiful, lovely wife, Carolyn. And Martin comes out, he's like plating this thing. I feel like I've just stepped into like a Michelin star restaurant. He's like, it's like swirly and beautiful, and we're like taking pictures of it. We're just literally sitting in Martin's dining room. He's like sharing all the different things he's using, and it was so good. And I'm like, literally, He's like, "Oh, I whipped this up in like, I don't know, 5, 10 minutes or whatever." I'm like, "Oh my God. I
I
can't
don't even,
imagine."
I don't even remember what we ate,
You, oh my
because you
God, there
just
was,
cook things from whatever you have at home, in the refrigerator. You
oh
just take it out and you
gosh.
cook it and spice it up. That's it. Easy.
Well, this is going to be my first attempt at not being bland and really, really elevating my cooking. So, y'all be on the lookout. It's coming today. Oh yeah. Yep, yep, yep. This is gonna be good. And I think I have enough pots and everything and yep. This is gonna be good. Okay. Thank you, Martin. This was so much fun. Oh my gosh. I can't wait. Every week you're gonna challenge me. There might be a week I might be traveling to North Carolina in the next few weeks, but when we come back, we'll do it then. But thank you, Martin. This was amazing.
All
Guys,
right.
check the links out below. Martin's Substack. It's called Chef Martin's Healing Kitchen. You'll see the Habit Healers Kitchen. We're also just recently launched on my Substack another little tiny. It's called called the Tiny Healing Habit, and it's literally 60-second habit. You can read in 60 seconds and then apply in your life daily, every single day. Tiny habit. And if you want to go deeper,
I'm
there'll be a link to
excited.
a deeper one. Super simple for
Okay,
people
great.
who are overwhelmed. If you just want to make one tiny habit, one intentional habit per day, this is where to choose to link. You'll see the link there as well. And I'm stressed out about our presentation now. Well, I got to make sure it's pretty.
Good. I shouldn't have said that.
We gotta make the, no, you should have. This is good. This is good. It's challenging me. Patrick is he's like, well, Martin would do this and Martin would do that. I'm like, I know Martin would do this. So, yeah, this is good. This is good. All right. Thanks everyone for listening. Bye,
Okay,
Martin.
bye.
I'm Dr. Lori Marbas. Now, if you've ever taken a multivitamin, you've probably assumed it's giving you everything that you need. But the truth is, most women's multivitamins are filled with nutrients that you're already getting from your food, while skipping the ones your body really needs to thrive. And that's where the For Her Essential System comes in. I co-created the For Her Essential System with Complement, a science-backed supplement system that provides the essential nutrients women need for optimal health. It's designed to support hormonal balance, energy, bone health, and much more, with just the nutrients we struggle to get without the unnecessary fillers. What sets the For Her Essential System apart is that it is specifically formulated for women, with dosages based on the latest research, ensuring you get what you need, so you can thrive in everything you do, all day, every day. Now, to learn more and try it for yourself, visit the link in the description below and use the code for an exclusive discount. Take control of your health with the nutrients that matter most.